Okay, streaming again. It's just so... Come on, Twitch. Come on, you can do. I don't know if it's Twitch or if it's me. It's probably the fact that my internet is on the street. Internet on the street. Internet's on the street. Okay. It keeps bouncing around. Well, I guess I'm gonna keep doing my thing, and you guys can you guys can yell at me and be like, "Hey, it's still balls," and I'll be like, "I'm sorry." Okay, so back to this. I'm gonna get this dress on the thing. So, dress on the thing. Somehow it goes on the thing. I'm just delirious at this point. It's like it's Blah. And of course, it picked up like a million threads like on the way into the room, so I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Cover your shame. Mannequin, jeez. Okay, now the zipper's giving me guff. Okay. Ah, there we go. Got it. Yeah, it just wanted to, I had to pin the zipper kind of shut to get it to want to go, so. Pro tip, if your zipper won't go up, try to pin it in the back, and then it's probably has something like caught in it, so I need to check it, but. It's really funny because it actually looks like I modeled it to the form, but then when I put it on, it actually looks so much more smooth and like great on me. So it was like that's one of the few times that's happened. Usually I have to make a lot of adjustments when I put it on. But this time I was like, oh man, I'm going to have all these adjustments. It's not going to fit me. I'm going to have to do all this stuff. And then I put it on. I'm like, oh, it's perfect. Okay. That never happens. I actually have scoliosis. So my waist, where the smallest part of my waist is actually a little off from side to side. So usually I have some kind of weirdness going on. I have to adjust for it. Or sometimes I don't just adjust for it and just deal with it. Because it's really hard to deal with when, I don't have a true to form body double. So, why does it look crooked? What's going on here? Hang on. It usually doesn't overlap this much. I think it's because it's not being... I think the back's not being pulled. It's not... The full train isn't out, so it's not being pulled back enough. But that's mainly just because whoa, hey, focus, hi. Hi. There's not actually enough space behind it for it to go all the way out. Because the train's like... It's a ways. It's a pretty long train. I want to get some close-ups of that, close-up pictures of that petty. Okay, so dress. It is a dress. Let me see if I can turn it a little. There we go. Yeah. Easier said than done sometimes. There we go. So I did do the gradient. It's kind of hard to see here, but it does, I'll get some good pictures of it later. It does go from like this very light lavender to a dark blue at the back. I'll see if I can hold it up. But the back, so it's a darker purple back here. Yeah, you probably can't see it. That's okay. I haven't had any chance to put rhinestones on this thing. Definitely gonna put rhinestones on it sometime. Okay, so I'm gonna pin this up. This is too heavy. There you go. It's too heavy to stand up. I'll pin it back here. Yeah, it's too heavy to stand up on its own. Okay. Okay, so next, we have another piece I'm really excited about. So this is the shawl. I made this out of the same material that I made the bottom skirt. Oh, yes, you can get the giant fat chocobo. I don't have one yet, but I need one. I will admit, making this costume made me really, really want to play the game more. So if I had a little free time, I'd play for just a little bit. That didn't last for very long. I ended up having to, oh jeez. I ended up having to just like maybe play a couple times and then had to crunch for this. But if I get done with my submission in time, I'm totally playing tonight. 'Cause I miss it. I miss getting to play. I haven't played in a long time. Besides from the little bit that I got to play a few weeks ago. But yeah, so this is the same lavender. Same lavender that I used for the bottom skirt, which now you can't see because the big giant dress is covering it. But then I added feathers. So the feathers are just sewn on. Oh, they're so soft. I love these. They're just, they're actually chicken. I can't remember the type right now. But yes, the fat chocobo is absolutely adorable. I need one. I have the sorry, I keep trying to, my hair keeps getting weird. The yeah, what's free time? I don't know. I used to have some before I started this contest, and now it's all gone. But yeah, so I added the feathers, and these, speaking of chocobos, these feathers. And then I added a in the concept art, you can't really there is a little zigzag design. I went for I looked at some of the CG shot that they released for E3, and like you can barely easily see the feathers, and then you can see the zigzag. They did it in a white, so I had a white cording that I thought looked really cool and rustic. So I really like how this came out. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about it. It's I just did a zigzag stitch with I have a trim foot. It's like I don't know if it's it's somewhere over here. It's a foot that usually feet are flat when you send it through a machine. This has flat, but then it also has this curve, like a tunnel. So you can actually send, that looks dirty. You can send like any kind of, you can send like round or cylindrical trim through it. Yeah. I didn't mean to make the okay. But yeah. So yeah, then it'll be easier to see when I get it up there, but I also have a million pieces of jewelry attached to this thing. So this is the neck piece that goes to the left. Yes, left. It actually has a pin. I have a pin on the back, so it actually just pins across. Hey, Gimli, come now. There's nothing over there for you. So it pins across. Well, it's so hard to demo this without it like being on a thing. There we go. It likes to get twisted sometimes when you're just. So it pins across. There we go. Okay, you can kind of see it. So it pins across. And then this is attached to a brooch. I found this brooch on Etsy, and it actually looks absolutely perfect. Like to the concept art. I just ran into it and I was like, oh, okay. Like, I'm gonna get it. Has an amethyst stones in it. It came hollow. I'm gonna post some pictures in my my progress. So I actually had I just got the glass domed just glass domes online. And then I painted the backs. Actually, I have one right here. So it's just a glass dome, a simple glass dome, and then I put, I actually used a bit of glitter nail polish and then the sky blue nail polish on the back. So, I don't know if you can see. It kind of glitters. Yeah, you can see it. So all my little stones have that. And then I actually just attached it. Uh-oh, something fell down. Oh, it's just a... Okay, it's just a seam ripper. It's okay. Everything's okay. I thought it was something falling off the costume. So yeah, I just attached one of those into the center. Gimli, no. The dog is trying to eat the feathers. So that's attached to this neck piece, which this is I 3D sculpted this, and then also this is 3D printed. And then I attached it with jump rings to this, and then there's another thing. There we go. This is a cool stamping I found online that was in the general shape I needed, and it had a cool, very Art Nouveau style to it. And then I attached the, some Swarovski crystal bicone beads. These are, and I used, oh gosh, what are these called? I'm blanking on what these are called. They're the, I don't know if they're bead stoppers. They not bead stoppers. It has a little bead or something at the end that you can. It has a wire and then a thing in the end, and you slip the bead through. It has this little like thing on the end. Ooh, Jean Starwin would be really fun for Ant. And that, well, doesn't he have? As long as you have the jacket. As long as you have the jacket, I think you'd be good because it could get cold. You know, obviously we've had down here, it's August and it's been under 90 degrees all week. And we're like, how do we deal with this? This is Texas, why? I'm not complaining because that's great. But But yeah, that's my jewelry on this. There's another piece of jewelry. There's a thing that goes above it. So these are more of those cabochons, and I have these metal, more brass stampings. The neck piece, where'd it go? I didn't fully close a jump ring, so I just need to re-close it, but it goes around. I'll put it up here and show you guys. So this just sits up here. They're supposed to sit pretty decently low. So that just pins on. That's about right. Oh, thanks, dog. Everybody enjoy your daily dose of Gimli. Gimli, what are you going after? Okay, yeah, so it's about kind of like that. Okay, yeah, so there's that. It's kind of sitting crooked. I'll adjust that later. Okay, I'm looking for... Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is my warble piece that... It goes across the neck like this. Who dat is? Oh, thank you. That's really... Thank you, sweet. That's really sweet. We're at the finish line, man. It's, just trying to get it all in the form, and then I can, take some really good pictures. Oh, thank you. Was that vitriolic? Oh, that's, that's awesome. I have this, the second neck piece, which, the concept for this is, like, has all of this stuff, like, all over her neck, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure nobody's chest is big enough to house all of this stuff. Yes, puppy. He just, like, I didn't even know he was there until I heard him, like, licking at something up here on the table, and I'm like, what are you, oh, okay, well, everybody gets the... Yeah, I'm watching the playback. Yeah, there he goes. He just, like... Yeah, that's Gimli. I love how he just, like... I don't even know. What is he doing? Oh my god, that's the best. I'm getting to see kind of the playback here. Oh, I'm sorry. That's amazing. I'm so glad that happened. I apologize if, I apologize if anybody, doesn't want a dog in their stream, but who doesn't want a dog in their stream, right? Okay, so that just kind of sits, so let me bring this closer. Because I feel like you guys can't really see, I mean, the light's also blaring on it. It's kind of annoying, but yeah. So, oh, I did see the Shiba at Anime Fest, and it was amazing. He was really, like, beefy. It was awesome. And thank you for the compliment. I'm glad you like it. I'm not done putting crap on the dress form yet, though. To continue our theme of neck pieces, I found I made a base piece for her neck at out of Warbler, and then I actually found this. I didn't actually like construct this part myself. This was an applique I found, and it was just like way too pretty to not include. So I decided to go ahead and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do a base for Warbler, build out the general shape, and then add this, just add it for some embellishment. World Cosplay Summit has ruined me as far as bling goes. I just want bling on everything now. So, yeah, it just slides on like this. And I love it. In the concept, you can't really see what's going on too well. So, so it's just kind of like, ah. So, oh, social cosplayer. I am, yeah, I mean, I do, like, if you mean, like, going out to conventions, yeah, I totally go out to conventions. Like, I love meeting people, and I love getting pictures with people. So, yeah, no, totally, like, if you ever see me, like, totally just come bug me, because I'm definitely one of those people that, like, I love making friends, I love, learning from other people. Yeah, I love all that. So, yeah. Let me see. So this is this neck thing. There's always going to be stuff that, I'm going to want to add to this. So it's like, there's probably going to be more stuff on this later too. So this just, oh, see, that's why. Okay, see, this dress form, like, when I put this on myself, there wasn't enough space here, but it's because there was enough on the dress form. So, definitely gonna have to, like, adjust some things to get it to fit on my chest, like my collarbone area. Because, again, dress forms are like, this is kind of a human shape. Okay, so, I'm trying not to lose track of where I am here. Okay. I prefer to kind of sit like that. Okay, so, well, the gauntlets I can't put on this because they'll just, like, blah. Who am I missing? Well, I can always put the hat. Hat. I love this hat. Poor dress form has no neck, though. No neck. But I would wear the hat, but then I wouldn't be able to see. So. Okay, I think the last thing I have is the belts. And, the belts, it's this monstrosity here. Oh, yeah, actually, I'll show you the sun first. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna save the sun for a sec. Because, sun's one of my favorite things. The moon and the sun are, like, my two favorite. Well, besides, like, oh, I love the embroidery, and I love the dyeing. And there's a lot I love about this costume. I love the feathers. Oh, I forgot about the sash. The sash is behind me. Okay, well, first, we'll go into belts. So, obviously, it'll be a little easier to see when it's on here, but, there we go. Somehow? Wait. It makes no sense. I kept joking when I was putting this on earlier today, like, what have I done to myself? Something is happening. Okay, so here's one of the 3D printed stars. And this is a leather belt. It's a blank I had, and I just beveled the edges. You can kind of see it catches the light a little. And then I painted it gold. I bought some gold leather paint. Just Angelus, which is really inexpensive and looks really pretty. Like, it's like, I mean, if you hold up, like, this is the spray paint I bought, and then this is the leather paint. It's, like, really close, so I was very excited. Okay, and this is a Christmas ornament that I spray painted white because it was clear, and then I drilled a hole in the bottom. This is one of my little 3D prints, printed out this way. And then I just drilled a hole in both, fed a wire into the hole I drilled here. Oh, I poured I actually used some high temperature hot glue Definitely gonna do some heat tests on this to see if that holds up. I might have to do some E6000. But so far the the high temp hot glue is really strong, and I haven't really messed with it much. But it bonds with plastic pretty well. Not something I would recommend for just metal, but we'll see. Because these are both plastic, thank God. Because if that were glass, I would probably die by now. So yeah, I put some. After I drilled the hole, filled it with put glue on the top, and then stuck a wire through. This actually before that I coiled a piece of wire, fed it through the bottom first. So I had a piece of wire sticking out of this, and then jammed it in, and it's holding really really well. So that's this white bit. A million jump rings. It's I had to chain stuff together. Oh, okay, it came apart. That's actually easier. And then here's another. This is this front piece, which I really liked. All of these tassels I made myself, and they are crinkling up like fun times because they hate me. There we go. Yeah, they just wanna. Yeah, so these were actually really fun to make. I have a Swarovski crystal. I found a. Oh god, 8-sided. It's not a. I'm trying to think of what kind of hedron it is. Yeah, these are the jump ring. I made these jump rings myself. All I actually did was I have a lot of wire just hanging around, and I actually just wrapped it around this nail polish bottle. To I coiled it, and then I was able to cut it with wires, and then you have a bunch of jump rings. So yeah, that's this guy. He's also connected to all of this, like what's happening. So that's all of this goes together. And then, this piece, this is one of my favorites. This is the sun. Look, I'm just so thrilled with how it came out. So, I 3D sculpted this on the stream in ZBrush, printed it, 3D printed it. Actually, fun thing I didn't realize is that a lot of public libraries have 3D printers now, and you can actually take your files, like they actually will tell you, like usually you have to bring in an STL file. You can take it in and they'll print it for you, and they only will ask for cost of materials. Usually they'll have a minimum. The one near me has a minimum of $1.50, just because it does take them time to set it up and print it. Here, let me let this drift. Bye. So this is after it's been primed and sanded and then painted with the same gold as everybody. I have some D-rings attached to the back. They're just glued. They're just glued to the back. I have 3. So I have, it attaches here. And then I made, this is another tassel I made. Tassel. I love this tassel. I like tassels now. I didn't know I liked tassels till I made some today. Yeah, I made the tassels today because, scramble. Yeah, just attached more fun blingies. So this has its own. Oh, there we go. This has its own belt, so it actually attaches to this other one. So I'll go ahead and put this up on the form so you guys can see this. Yeah, so fun accessories. I don't know what's happening. And I'm gonna trip over myself. I'm losing all kinds of stuff. Oh. Yep, so this just feeds around. Okay. I love how it's magically staying up, and I haven't even attached it to anything. You want... I don't know. I don't know if I have any good pictures for Santa, though. Santa will be like, that girl scrub. What are you talking about? Okay, I think, I don't know, one of my jump rings had a fit. There we go. Okay, there it went. Okay, tiny little ring, come here. Okay, there we go. That's how that do. That go there. Then, I have to attach the end of this to the sun. So, the sun just attaches back here. Actually, this needs to scoot over a little. Oh. One of my jump rings just, like, had a vacation, I guess. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab a new one. It is lost to the ether. Well, it is in the black hole that is the floor of my sewing room right now. I just love looking at it. It's like, look at all this crap on here. This is many things. Tassels are Laifu. I love it. I agree. All right. It's actually sitting a little low. This is supposed to be a little higher. Well. No, that's attached. Well, I think that's good for now. So, there's a lot of stuff. Cool. There's one thing I forgot about because it was actually sitting on my chair. I mean, it's behind me. Is my sash. So this thing, in keeping with the feather theme, for sure there are feathers here. On the concept, there's a sash that she has underneath her skirt, so you can only see the bottom part. In the concept I go off of, it looks kind of feathery, so here it is. I actually did gold feathers on the bottom. I really, really love this. So it's really soft. These are the same antique gold pearls. So I hand sewed these on, the pearls that is. I was able to machine stitch the feathers just fine. And then this is that same fabric that I did the resist dye on, same as all the designs on the dress. So I did this at the same time. Just completely guessed on the size. I might be a little big, but the dress I have is, it's definitely like big. So I kept thinking, make things a little bigger than you think because the dress is so big as it is. And then this is that sateen that is custom dyed. And then I quilted it to this purple linen that I've had. This is actually leftover from my Final Fantasy X Summoner Yuna cosplay. I was like, oh, I need a purple, and so I've been trying to be really good about going through my my stores of fabric, trying to use stuff that I have, because it's really easy just to and then go buy everything. So I found it. It's actually, it looks kind of blue in the camera, but it is very much, it is a royal purple. And it contrasts really nice. You can kind of see the contrast on the camera, but it's a lot more purple. It's a little more saturated in person. But yeah, so I had a lot of fun making this. It's pretty. I won't put it on the form, just because you can't see it. It hits like well below down there, so it's kind of like eh. But yeah, so here it is. I love it. Feathers say hello. Feathers say hello. So, and I love the pearls. Like, I was kind of concerned about getting stuff that matched the same gold, but it looks so nice. Like, I'm just like, this one simple thing I'm just so happy about. So yeah, I showed you guys the hat. The gauntlets are over there. Obviously, I can't put them on the form because they're way too heavy, and obviously there are no arms here. No arms. Sorry. But yeah, man, I love that that asymmetrical sleeve. It's like Mega Man arm, tiny arm that you never work out, and then big old mutton chop. Yeah. Oh, I mean, one thing I did do on the sleeves is you can't really see them, but the actual sleeve part, which is pretty much all the way covered up by the shawl, is they're actually based on a medieval pattern that I have. So I thought a medieval sleeve would be really fun. You can't see it, but it is there. It is gathered at the top. I'll probably take a picture of the dress without the shawl just so I can show off. You can't really see the fit of the dress under here either, so I'll probably need to take a picture of it. Thank you, Shadow Crone. I'm glad you guys are liking it. It's been a lot of work. It was a lot more work than I honestly anticipated. A lot less work. I was completely surprised. So, I definitely have enjoyed working on this. I think is that everything I've made? I think so. I think that's everything. Get the hat, and yeah. There's definitely things that I want to add to this costume. So regardless of if I do get to go into the next round, for sure I will stream like going through and adding more stuff or adjusting things. I did put it on today. I'm not sure when I need to go through and edit the pictures first. But I'm going to for sure stream. If I go to the next round, I'll for sure stream all the adjustments and stuff, because after putting it on, I've learned a lot about what I need to do to be able to make it just generally more comfortable to wear, a little bit more stable. So there's just a few adjustments, and then and if I don't go to the next round, I'll be streaming it because I've had a lot of fun. It's been really great getting to share my process with you guys. This is a beast. This is a beast of a costume. It's I took some pictures. I mean, it's really hard to get a good scale, like an idea of the scale on this thing, until like I didn't even really think about how big it was until I saw it all. Like I saw a photo of it all, just the whole entire train like splayed out. I had to take it downstairs. And I took it. There was a room in my house that I was able to take pictures in, but we had to move furniture out of the room first. And then after I saw a picture of it from behind, I was like, "Oh, that's a big costume." Okay, so, yeah. I am now. I keep thinking, "Oh man, this isn't that big." I've seen people make way bigger costumes, like whatever. And then I'm like, "Oh, no, this is a big one." Oh yeah, I haven't made the cards yet. I ran out of time for the content for the first round, but I'm definitely making those. I have to make the cards, and I really obviously I didn't get a chance to make the big globe. I think they call it a globe. I'm going to be for sure making a globe. And while I was making this, I kind of like, once I got dug into the costume, I knew I wasn't like, when I think about, we found out about the contest late June. I know it was really late June. I can't remember what day. But I know I didn't actually get to start actually crafting the costume until July 4th weekend. And then when I think about that, I've had less than 2 months on this costume, and I was like really, really working like butt off. And one thing that I've kind of decided as a cosplayer now is like I've rushed through too many costumes and like taken too many oh, what's the word I'm trying to think of? I've allowed too many like not shortcuts. It's like compromises. I've made too many compromises in the past for costumes, and I always want to make a costume that I'm proud of and that I want to rewear. So usually if I make compromises, it's not something I'm really that interested in rewearing again. This costume has been a big investment in time. So I decided after I had started digging in that I'm like, okay, I'm probably not going to have a chance to make the globe exactly how I want it, because I have some great big grand plans for it, and I really didn't want to rush it. I didn't want to like spend the time and materials on something that I was just going to throw away. So that went for like the cards. I really want to spend a good time on the cards, and then also the globe. The globe, I want it to light up. I want to see if I can get it to move, all those things. And I wanted a good way for it to, kind of sit on my hand. So there's a little bit of research to do on it. I think like the physical like aspect, like the actual like parts of it, I don't think would be too bad. But I do want to get a chance to like sit down, sculpt it, and do all these like make it really, really like clean and nice. Like there's like, I mean, I started out, like I made the hoop. I did the same with the petty. Like the petty is like, so clean. And then I had to start like, when you get down to the wire, there are a lot of things that you have to kind of like say, okay, well, I have to wait for that to do later or something like that. Yeah, I mean, I have my list here. Let me see. Yeah, so I got through a ton. But there's still stuff I want to add. Like I do want to go through and I really want to add some embellishments too. Like I thought I'd have time for embellishments on this, but it's like, oh no, you need to finish the actual costume first. But I do want to go through and I want to add some stones to this, like all the skirt. I'm probably going to add stones to the lace. I'm probably gonna I might add some beads up here. Like there's a lot of like hand stuff I really want to do, but it's because of the deadline, it's kind of like hand stuff is wonderful. I did a little bit, but I really want to get a chance to spend time on that kind of thing. And this contest really wasn't set up for that. It was like, you got to make a costume real fast and get it out. So I'm hoping that everybody really likes what I have. So yeah, I guess it's getting kind of late. I need to go put my submission together because I'm going to do that before I go to bed. Because I'm definitely more of a late night person. I do not do mornings very well. I did mornings in high school. Our high school started at 7 a.m. So I had to get up at 5:30 every morning. So I think if I don't have to do that, I'm okay not having to do that. Yeah. So, I guess I'm going to call it here. If you guys, I would love for you guys to come check out my Facebook page. I'm actually going to do a huge progress photo dump over the course of like, I'm going to try to put it all up tonight. I don't know if I'm going to make it public tonight. I'll see. I have like a million progress photos I have not posted on any of my social media. I'm going to post all of that for the contest. So like everybody can see that. And I need to take a couple detail shots of this to put in like the photo submission part. And I gotta do my write-up, which that's gonna take a long time. That's gonna take a really long time. Because I'm gonna have to cover all the techniques I used, and I used a lot. This is a lot of new stuff, a lot of stuff I've done before. you know, like the dyeing. I had never done resist dyeing before. That was really fun. I've done 3D printing before. I've done leather work before. I've never sewn with feathers. That's a new one. Feathers is a new one. I've never made a giant pleated skirt before. First time doing that. Actually, first time making my own embroidered trim. That's a new one. So yeah, a lot of firsts. I've never made crazy cycle belts like this before. Like, that's new. What is this? I kept wondering, like, oh man, this is so battle ready. Like, Astro, you can totally, like, go through all the mobs. Like, have fun running in this? What? I could barely walk down the stairs on my own in it. I'm hoping I can make it a little more mobile. It might just help if I have, some taller shoes. I think, like, the problem is if you're not high enough, if you have a big hoop or something, if it's dragging, like, it's just gonna drag, and it's not gonna be very easy to move in. A hoop should be pretty easy to move in. It just had to be the right height.